Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your dumbbell strength with bench workout. This workout is sponsored by Simply Sport CBD. I'm here with Ryan. He's gonna be helping me out today. Actually, I'll be coaching you through this strength workout. We're gonna be using dumbbells. If you have a couple sets, keep them close by, and we're gonna be incorporating a bench. If you don't have a bench, don't worry, I'm gonna show you some ways to keep it on the mat. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. All right, let's start just getting our bodies warmed up. You can march it, jog it, whatever you need to do. Roll those shoulders. We're gonna get a quick dynamic warm up, just get a little mobility before we add those heavy weights. And this is a back to basic strength workout, so I do want you to try to go heavy. I'm gonna be giving you some variations as we go, but you certainly can keep it with that first round. Let's take one arm and take it to the back. I'm just gonna open up the shoulder. And then reverse that direction, same side. Let's bring it to the front. Right through here. And then other side, let's open up. And then reverse your direction. Bring it to the front. And then just take those arms up. We're just gonna do a little press and pull. So push and pull, opening up through the chest, and again, getting that mobility. You can even cross them at the top if you want. One more. Let's take those hands behind the head. We're gonna squat and hinge, so making them different. You're gonna sit low in the squat, and then you're gonna come up, and you're gonna take it to that hinge. So making them feel different. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see. You're gonna squat, and then you're gonna hinge. A few more just like this. We're keeping the hands behind the head because that's going to give us that nice good chest opener as well. One more with both. And then I want you to hold that hinge, take the hands right on top of the legs, roll through the back. I'm really feeling my muscles from the workout we did earlier today. We'll see if Ryan feels it too. Rolling through. And then if you can, take your hands all the way down to the ground or keep them in the legs, just a little pedal of your feet from that hinge position, stretching through the back. And then slowly roll it up. Just a few little hip rolls out to the side. So we're working heavy in this workout, working with our bench. We have 2 quick circuits, and then we'll see what we have time for at the end. Let's take it with just little straight-legged kicks, little toy soldier kicks to stretch out through the hamstrings. So we have 3 rounds of each move. We have 3 moves, lower, upper, and core. In our second and our third round, we're gonna go down in time, and then just little cross knees to open up right through here. So in our second and third round, we'll go down 30 seconds round 2, 20 seconds round 3, our lightning round. And then I'll give you some options to mix it up. But again, it's a back to basics workout. We're not doing compound moves or anything too crazy, but I'm gonna give you some ways to use the bench to increase your intensity. All right, so shake it out. So we're starting, I'm gonna show you Ryan first, and then I'll have you grab your heavies with a sit squat. So all I want is for you to be sitting all the way down on the bench. So if you have a bench like ours that you may need to take a wider stance or sit on the other end, I want you to actually transfer the weight, sit down, and stand up. You're gonna feel the difference in that. Yes, you might not be getting as low, but the weight transfer is what's gonna increase that intensity. So go ahead and grab your heavies, Ryan. And again, our first round is 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. If you don't have the bench, you're just gonna sit low in that squat. So core engaged, shoulders back. I'll be doing it over here with just these weights in 3, 2, 1. So you're sitting low, transfer the weight, and drive it up. If you don't have a bench or a chair, I want you to do a little pause at the bottom. So you're sitting, transfer the weight, and bring it up. So feel the difference. Body gets a little bit of a resting point, but then you really have to use the power and use every part of that lower body to drive up and through, right? So you're sitting low, we've got 10 seconds here. Drive it up, Looks great. And we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can hang on to those heavies. We're going into a chest press. So coming down flat. So Ryan's gonna come all the way down, and your feet can be wherever they're most comfortable. He's tall, so he has long legs, so you can take him right there. If you don't have a bench, you're taking it to the floor, you're going right through here. You're gonna wrap those elbows in about 45 degrees, and you're going to a press. Let's go ahead and take it here, Ryan, up and in, 40 seconds. So what we mean by that is with this chest press, you're not coming straight out to the side, you're not bringing your elbows straight in, that's a narrow press, close grip press, you're splitting the difference. And what we love about having a bench is that you just don't stop at the floor, you can go down a little further. So we call it hugging the bench, almost like you're contracting those lats at the bottom, and then press up strong. All through the upper body push muscles. So yeah, we call it a chest press, but we're also getting a lot of triceps, a lot of shoulders. You've got 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Go ahead and let those drop to the side. Not drop, but carefully. And I like to grab a little stretch here. And then we're taking it to a plank. So this plank can just be down on the mat. Of course, a nice little modification would be taking it on the bench here. But go ahead and come on your elbows, regular plank, 40 seconds. If you need to modify again, you can be on the bench or on the wall. Here we go. So in this plank, when we just hold a plank, I like to go through my little plank checklist. So you can have your hands like Ryan, or you can take them out a little wider if you wanna avoid those shoulders turning in, if that's bothersome to you. You wanna make sure that you're lifting here, that you're tucked in the pelvis, and that you're really locking out with those glutes, with those quads, with those hamstrings. So not only is the core nice and tight, but you're tight in your lower body, which is gonna just make everything contract even more. We've got 10 seconds to go, so stay lifted, keep breathing. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last move of this round, go ahead and come up. So you're just gonna do a seated bicep curl. So Ryan, you can grab whichever weights are better for you. Sit on the edge of the bench, sitting up nice and tall, and bicep curl and letting it drop. So whatever is good for you, maybe sit on the edge here. So the idea with the seated is that you're gonna drop all the way down. So wrapping that core, sitting up nice and tall, and you're gonna curl towards your chest and then drop them down. In 3, 2, 1. You just got a little extra. You just got a little warm up. I saw that look. Oh man, I got an extra rep. So coming up and in, and the other thing I like about a seated bicep curl is sometimes we get going with momentum and we get a little bit into our back from the standing position, which of course is totally fine. But this way you can go down by your side, feel that stretch, and then really have to pull from the bottom, right? So we're coming up. This is our 4th exercise. We're gonna do it all again. We're gonna give you a few little things to make it a little different. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Catch your breath. How you feeling? Good. So drop those down, round 2, and watch me here. You can grab some water. All right, so you can do exactly what we just did, 30-second rounds this time, so they're gonna go quicker. But you can rack those weights if you want something a little bit different for that sit squat. Sitting all the way down, standing all the way up. Everything else is the same. If it feels better for you to have them down by your side, you can keep them there. If you want, you can take it racked from a standing position. So we've got 30 seconds this time. Weights can be racked at your shoulders, core engaged, you're still driving up through those heels. Let's get it done in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sit low and drive it up. Actually, sit down on the bench, let the weight shift, and if you're doing it from a standing position, you're gonna pause at the bottom, right through here, and bring it up. Halfway there, 15 seconds. Yes, good. So again, keep it back to basics. I like to think all of this workout is back to basics. I'm just giving you some ways to increase your intensity using your bench. In 3, 2, 1. Relax them down. To our chest press for 30 seconds. If you have a bench that goes up into the incline, this one's good, I think, right, for you? You can come up the incline. So you'll just feel a little different placement. Not such a big deal if you don't have a bench or if your bench is just flat. You can take it to the floor. Either way, your motion is still the same, about 45 degrees, up and in, down and out. You got 30 seconds starting in 3, 2, 1. Press them up and in and down and out. Perfect. So you can feel the difference, right? So we don't need to get too into all the different ways we can get that chest press, but if you have the option to come up on the bench in an incline or even a decline, that's a great way to do it. Press up and in. Core stays engaged. You're nice and solid in that core, but you're still breathing. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And relax. All right, so come back down into that plank position. This time, we're just gonna do a little hip drop. So you're into your plank, and you're just dropping your hips side to side. 30 seconds is all we need. You can also do this from the bench, at the incline, or on the wall. But we got 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. So you're just dropping the hips side to side. Again, you're gonna wrap that core. Everything else is the same. So you wanna think about that nice, strong zipping up of your core, tacking that rib cage, bringing those hip bones, drawing them towards each other, lifting up on that pelvic floor. A little hip drop to get those obliques, 10 seconds. Then we got our last move of this circuit. We're gonna take it back to the bicep curl, but incline for that. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead and bring it up. All right, team, so I'm gonna go one up because I have the option on this Bowflex bench to come up a little higher. We're taking our bicep curl at an incline, and I love this move because your arms are gonna drop down a little lower. You're gonna feel the burn in those biceps. So your starting point is down by your side. You can rest your head so you can relax it back. And so you feel you have a little bit further to go as you come up and curl. So you can keep them hammer or you can bring them in at the top, up to you. But let's get it done in 3, 2, 1. So you're up and in and down and out, right? Yes. So as you come up, hammer grip and then turn them in so you feel the difference, right? So I love doing this move with clients, especially if they have a bench or in a gym setting, because you feel you have further to go, you get that stretch, and then you really get that strength all the way through. 3, 2, 1. And relax, set them down. All right, team, so this is our lightning round, and it is totally up to you. You can keep it at that incline for your upper body. You can just hold a plank or that hip drop. Your sit squat, if you want, you can add at the top a little shoulder press. So almost like a thruster drop, power it up. 20 seconds each is all we need. So I want you to really go for it, go heavy, push through, don't rush those movements, but let's get it done. In 3, 2, 1, here we go, 20 seconds. Press at the top. Hammer press or regular, doesn't matter, you're still sitting low. We're not gonna get very many, so I want you to think of this as really your hit round, your power round, where we get one last push. 3, 2, 1. Maybe our Metcon round 2, right? Little heart rate. Excellent. Take it to your chest press, your pick, right? You want incline? All right, let's do it. So regular press, we're keeping everything the same. He's at the incline, you could be flat, but you got 20 seconds starting in 3, 2, 1. Up and in, down, hug that bench. And again, use the bench if you have it to really wrap around so you get more of that range of motion. You get that little contraction in your back and you get that power. Yes, team. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Heart rate stand up on this round. Let's take it to our plank. So you can just hold a plank or you can get that hip drop. 20 seconds is all we need. Man, if I just had you for all of my workouts, like I'm feeling so energized and good. Here we go, 20 seconds. Take it, hold that plank or drop those hips, whatever you got, team. Keeping everything pulled up and in again, wrapping that core, If you got a button at the top of that rib cage, bringing it in, little tuck of the pelvis from that plank position as you're dropping side to side. Yes, you got this. We got 3, we got 2, 1, and relax, stretch it back. Bicep curl one last time. I feel like I know that you want this incline because it's harder, so go ahead and grab those weights. Then we get a little longer breather and we go to circuit 2. So have a seat, let's get those bis, bringing it up, last 20, in 3, 2, 1, up. And here, this is it, team, for circuit 1. So again, you guys know me, I love back to basics. I love to give you repetition so you can really perfect those movements. But when we have small ways, especially if you got a bench that moves, to make it more challenging, it's always fun, right? Last one. Good, relax. Grab some water. Whew. Shake that out. Nice work, Ryan. I'm not even tired, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna adjust my bench just a little bit. Here's what we got, team. We're gonna go with a Bulgarian split squat. So if you've never done one before, you are in for a treat. We're gonna take this all the way down. So your split squat, which if you don't have a bench, you can just keep it on the floor. But what we're gonna get here is elevating one foot on the bench. So to get into this, a great way to do it is to take one leg out here, come up to here, we'll move that back a little for you, and then you're dropping it down. So it is a lot of balance. If you've never done this one before, or you're concerned about it, I want you to stay on the ground. But if you want that challenge, you're gonna have that leg up top. So we're starting with that. We'll get 40 seconds right, 40 seconds left. So go ahead and start from a seated position. Take that right leg out, come up out of it, and then put that foot back up. And it's kind of up to you if you want to have your foot flat or up on that toe, whatever feels good for you and your balance. But chest open, core engaged. Let's drop it. Here we go. So it just takes a little bit more balance, and then you can feel that front leg is gonna get the work, right? You get a nice good hip flexor stretch. If you're on the ground, it just looks like that split squat or stationary lunge. Chest open, drive up through that front heel, but I really want you to feel it all the way through. We got 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and breathe. That's fun, right? So have a seat. You can rest those weights down if you want. We'll get set up on the other side. So again, take that heel forward, come up, and put your foot behind. Catch your breath, core engaged, get your balance. Here we go. So a lot of it is just kind of getting used to this motion. It's always challenging no matter how many times you do it. I've been doing it for years. Always challenging, but does give you a nice challenge for that lower body. You can take it nice and slow. I don't care if you get 2 or if you get 20, as long as you have good form. Right through here, boom. Yes, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Relax. You can set them both down. Now we're taking it to a bent over row. So this circuit's gonna feel a little longer because we have a right side and a left side. You're gonna find that good position, knee on. I like to take this leg out to the side, not all the way back because sometimes we get too much of that stretch, but out to the side, soft bend. This hand here for balance, really let it drop, get the stretch, pull up towards the hip. You can go heavy on this. We'll get 40 seconds right, 40 seconds left. And if you're standing, you can of course be here. So join me here, core engaged, nice flat back, pulling up and through. Here we go. So pull towards your hip and really aiming to squeeze in the shoulder blades. And feel the difference. If you're feeling some upper back tightness or tension, it may mean that you're pulling a little bit too high, right? You're getting here. Feel if you pull towards that hip or that rib cage a little bit lower. Feel the stretch on the way down. What's nice having the knee, if you're doing the single arm, is that you get that support, so you can generally go a little bit heavier. We've got 3, 2, set it down. Bring it up. We're just gonna flip right around if you wanna get a little stretch across for that. Same thing, other side. And again, finding that nice flat back. You want your eyes kind of looking out in front. I always say from here, if you see the tops of your legs, you may be rounding a little bit. So looking out at the diagonal. So you want to look at the top of that bench. Let's do it. Here we go. Up and down, right here. And Ryan, your heart rate's staying up, right? So when you are lifting heavy and you're working in circuits and the way that we're doing, it's always gonna be Metcon. It's always gonna be metabolic resistance training. We put that overload on our muscles. Certainly if you need more rest, take it. And a lot of times this heavy lifting you do, but if we can work in a pattern that we can get enough rest to have good form and work through these motions with good range of motion and strength, you're gonna get it all in. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, so we're gonna get a little core. I want you to come all the way down on the bench, Ryan. We're gonna start with no weight. Round 2 and round 3, you have the option to add a weight. So I want you to come all the way down on your back. If you're on the mat, it's gonna look like this. We're just doing a pullover crunch. So legs go out, knees come in. Modification would just be a little tap or one knee in at a time. But if you can, Ryan, you're gonna get that big stretch over the bench to get the stretch for your upper back and shoulders, and then bring the knees in, everything comes up. Let's get it done in 3, 2, 1, sorry. Everything in, and then big stretch. So this is what we're looking for. We want mobility. So I want his arms to come over. Again, the beauty of using the bench versus just on the floor when you can only go so far is he can get that stretch. You've still got the head support, core is engaged. When we add the weight, it's gonna pull a little bit more. It's gonna help you close that core as you come in. 15 seconds, slow and controlled. Exhale as you contract right through here. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Yes. Woo, that's all for that one, right? We only have 3 moves on this one. However, we have right side, left side on too. So we're gonna come back to that Bulgarian split squat. 30 seconds. Here's what we got, team. If you want, you can add a little bit more of a hinge. So what I don't want with that is for you to round in your back. But instead of feeling like you have to stay in that lunge position, you can hinge forward just a bit. You're gonna feel it's gonna get more of that deadlift, more of the glutes and hamstrings. So up to you. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you feel like you're gonna fall over, stay a little more upright. If you wanna add a slight hinge at the front, we're gonna get a little different placement in the glutes and hamstrings. So go ahead and get set. This is 30 seconds. Again, you can be with me on the ground. Let's take it in 3, 2, 1. So you're just letting your chest drop just a bit. It's not very much. And again, we're making sure that we don't round in our back. But you feel the difference, right, Ryan? Yes. So it simulates a little more of that deadlift. So what I love about the Bulgarian split squat is it's like a lunge and a deadlift combined. Like my 2 favorite moves. I mean, I don't have a favorite move, but I do love both of those. Yes, we got 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go ahead and get set. Give your hands a little break if you need it. Catch your breath. Get set up. You got that other leg up top. 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Drop and hinge. And up. And again, you're gonna feel this on the floor or on the bench, but having that foot elevated, a lot is going on. So take it slow and breathe. 5 seconds, maybe 2 more. And 1, and relax. We're taking it to that row. You can set those down. Here's what we got, team. Let's try something a little fun. I mean, it's all fun, right? But here's what we got. If you want, you can keep your regular bent over row. If you want a little bit of a challenge, we're gonna come into a plank position, but on the bench. So you're elevated on the bench. You're here. I've got my left elbow on, my right arm here, and I'm pulling from the ground right through here. If that doesn't feel right for you, you just take it right here. We got 30 seconds. We'll get a little stretch. Then we got 30 seconds again. I'm gonna angle you even more so they can see. Oop. I got it. Here we go. Oh, you're like, get that 20 out of the way. All right, 30 seconds right, 30 seconds left. Little stretch in between. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And obviously we do a plank row a lot, but it's a small range of motion. When we're elevated on the bench, not only does that core work super hard, but you get full range of motion, right? All the way to the ground. Staying lifted. Tighten the core, breathing through it. 5 seconds. And 1, relax. So Ryan, I want you to just drop to your knees, stretch back, get a little child's pose stretch. Yes, anytime you can, use that bench for a child's pose. Go ahead and bring it back up, other side. So whatever arm you didn't have on, yep. Everything else is the same, core engaged. Bent over row in 3, 2, 1. Not bent over row, plank row. You can do it from a standing position or just a regular plank. This is gonna make that pullover crunch feel real good because that core is already gonna be tired, but that's all right, we're strong, we got it. And breathe. Up. Three, 2, 1, and relax. All right, you can come down on your back. So everything we just did with the core, except we're adding a weight. So something a little lighter, you're letting that weight pull you back. We're adding in a little upper back and shoulders, but then we're adding to that core. So again, if you wanna keep your feet down, putting this on the bench makes us have to use that balance a little bit more, and we get more of that mobility work, that stretch, but it's fine on the floor too. So we got 30 seconds. Go ahead, wrap everything in, tuck that pelvis, taking it over your head in 3, 2, 1. So you're here, big stretch, and then use your core to bring everything up and in. And you have options. You can keep that upper body down if you want to just move through the arms, or you can add the crunch just like that. If you're not comfortable taking it over your head, just keep your body weight. You're still gonna feel it, especially after that plank, right? Whew. You gotta text me tomorrow, tell me how your abs feel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and breathe. Yes, team. All right, we made it to that lightning round. Grab a sip of water. Here's what we got, team. If you want to try it, you can keep that regular Bulgarian split squat, or we're gonna take it down, halfway up. So it's almost like a little pulse. 20 seconds, it's super short. You can do anything for 20 seconds. If you wanna come all the way up out of it, go for it. But otherwise, 20 seconds, split squat, right side, left side, let's get it done. So you're coming up. You can add that little hinge too, in 3, 2, 1. So you can go down, halfway up, boom. Doesn't have to be fast. Whew. I'm feeling it from here, so I know Ryan's feeling it from there. 10 seconds, push through. Yes, you can. In 3, 2, boom. Relax. Yes, team. How about that other side? You can do anything for 20 seconds. Yep, I mean, it feels like 40, right? Here we go. Foot on top, get that balance. Get low. Let's do it. Halfway up. Halfway up. Boom. Shoulders stay pulled back. Core stays engaged. Nice and balanced. You don't have to rush it. Glutes, hamstrings, quads, heart rate. 3, 2, 1. All right, team, so we got 20 seconds, right row, 20 seconds left. Your pick. Do you want to rest your knee on the bench, take it there? Do you want to take it to the plank? Totally up to you. You want that plank, don't you? I thought so. He's like, as if I had a choice. It's only 20 seconds. Let's go right, quick stretch, left, in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, bring it up. Let it drop. Right through here, towards your hip. Core is engaged. Yes. 10 seconds. Last 3, 2, 1, and relax. Give yourself a quick little stretch. Same thing other side. Then we're done with our rows. In 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Nice. So notice how Ryan's saying nice and steady. Nothing is twisting. Nothing is moving through the torso or the hips. We're just getting it done. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Yes! Last move from this circuit. We're gonna take it with that pullover into the crunch. We got it. With or without the weight, on the bench or on the floor, whatever is good for you. 20 seconds. Get set. Strong core, movements coming from here. As the arms and legs go out, control it here. 3, 2, 1, take it over. Everything up and in. Yes, take it over. Everything up and in. Down and up. Boom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Yes, team. How do you feel? Grab some water. You know what? I feel like we probably need a little bonus move. Here's what we got. You grab that. If you want to take a break, I'll do it, but I feel like you want to do it. So we're taking it here. You're gonna do a curl at the bottom. You're gonna step it up. Curl at the bottom, and then step it up. That's round 1. Then when we get to that other leg, we're gonna do a reverse fly. Step it up. So you're already in that hinge position here. If this is not right for you, take it here, reverse fly, step it up, all right? So we got, let's just go, 40 seconds, right? 40 seconds left. Curl, reverse fly, those upper body pull, and then step up or lunge it up. Here we go, team. 40 seconds right here. Curl from the bottom. Step it up. Curl from the bottom. Step it up. Drive up through that heel so your whole foot is on the step. Take it here. Halfway there. This is your very last thing. And up. Woo! That weight's in the wrong place. It's all right. That's okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Shake it out. All right, guys, we're gonna switch our legs. So reverse fly. You can probably keep whatever you're just curling with. Back muscles, step it up. So if you need to make it more of that wide row, that works too, but let's get that upper body pull that back. 40 seconds. Wait, this one? Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Reverse. Bring it up. If you're on the floor, we're dropping down into that low lunge hinge. I know, as if we didn't get enough. And up. And up. Here we go. Drive up and through. Halfway there. This is it. Yes, you can. Really power up from that top leg. Drive it up. 10 seconds. Boom. 3, 2, last one. Finish strong. Set those weights down. Sit on the front of that bench. And just breathe. You can actually sit on the side. So you can put one leg out in front. How's that heart rate? I feel like it probably is. So sit on the edge. Just take that leg out, lean into that hamstring. Pull it here. Breathe into that. If you're standing, just take it here. And then switch your legs. Of course, we're gonna keep this cool down pretty short, but please check out all of my other videos, including my mobility series that Ryan is also in partnership with Simply Sport. That's where you can get 10 to 15 minute workouts of all mobility. Let's take our hands behind your head, and you go ahead and lean forward. So this is a great partner stretch. If you have somebody that can help you out with this, if you're on your own, just take those hands behind your head and just kind of pull the elbows back. You're gonna feel that stretch. But if you can apply a little bit of pressure, another great way to do this is to stand in a doorway, either with one, or if you're in a doorway like this, and really lean forward. Take your arms to the back, right through here. And if you can grab them. Otherwise, just reach back. Get that nice good stretch, chest opener. And since you're there too, you can cross one leg over, that little hip stretch. So make sure you check out all the links in the description below. Check out Simply Sport CBD for those recovery products that you're gonna need tomorrow, as well as all of their other products. And of course, leave us a like, leave us a comment, let us know how you're feeling. Do you wanna see more bench workouts? I don't have as many, but I'm getting more up because I know many of you have asked. Let's take it up over to one side. Yep, you can stand or sit, whatever is good for you. The bench is also a great way to get some good stretching when you're just totally exhausted, right? And then other side. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Ryan, for doing all of the hard work while I just talked you through it. And thank you for showing up today. Let's get one big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your dumbbell strength with bench workout. Great job, everybody.